Hello everyone, welcome to this video. It's Karina here, and as you can see, today we are once again renovating an apartment in San Myshuno. So this is the 17th Culpepper house. I do not remember what neighborhood this is from, but I'm gonna write everything in the description of the video. Again, it's a small apartment. I don't really like renovating or like building in big houses or apartments because you have to fill up the space and it's not always easy to do and to make it look good. That's at least what I think. At least I'm not good at it. So I picked a small apartment. This apartment will fit a couple. I just put in one bedroom and one bathroom, so the master bedroom and the bathroom. I think you could have squeezed another bedroom, like a small one for a child or a toddler, but that's not what I went for because it would cut off a lot of living space, and I really wanted to do a nice open plan living area and kitchen, and I also wanted to have like a nice dining table, which we do in this apartment. We have a huge wooden dining table. So in terms of the packs that I used, I did not restrict myself. I pretty much used every pack that is in game right now. Well, I don't know if I used all of them, but I didn't restrict myself by any means because I wanted to use the items that I liked. Maybe in the future I'm gonna do some builds that are actually restricted because obviously more people can download it. I do understand when people, like some people commented on my builds like, yeah, a nice build, but I wish it had less packs in it because obviously if that person downloads the build, it would be pretty much empty, or it would just have the items that person has from the packs. And I used to have just a couple of packs obviously in the past when I was a little, well, not little, but when I was a teenager, and I do remember the times where I couldn't download everything from the gallery that I liked because I was lacking items from the pack. So I'm definitely gonna do builds with pack restrictions in the future. This is not the case, but I really hope at least that it looks really nice having all the packs in it. And by the way, I really apologize if I sound like this. I do sound really stuffed, I realize, because it's springtime, everything is blooming, and I do have a really bad allergy. So my nose is stuffed, I sneeze all the time, every day, all day, and all night. Also, I know it's a beautiful season, we have beautiful weather, finally. But yeah, it's probably the worst season in terms of health for me because I don't sleep at night. I don't feel really well, so that's that. I really hope it doesn't bother you, and if it does, oh well, I'm sorry. Yeah, a lot of the items that you will see in this apartment are my favorite items actually. Like the kitchen that I use, I don't remember, again, my memory is not really good today, but I don't remember if it's the kitchen kit that came out recently or if it's the cottage living kitchen, because I like them both and I chose the one that fit in this apartment better. I don't remember which one is it, but yeah, this is one of my favorite kitchens because it looks nice and rustic, it looks lived in. I love the details on the counters, like they're a little rubbed off, the color probably is a little bit rubbed off, and I really like how it looks. And obviously it went really well with the style of this apartment. And one of my favorite items from the cottage living pack are these pendant lights. I love them so much. I'm using them in every build that I do, in like on camera when I build or when I play, and also in my own time when I just play The Sims without filming. I use those lights in my every single build, and I love how they come in 3 different heights, so you can use them obviously in all kinds of houses with different wall heights, and you can use them as bar pendant lights. I don't know like the specific name for those, but I use them like that with that purpose in this apartment. Now, in terms of the style of the apartment, as you can see, I picked up rustic wooden kind of style. I have built a cabin or like a forest house in the past. You can find it on my channel, and I thought, you know what, why don't I do an apartment with that kind of style? Because we usually go for something different for an apartment, like either a modern style or maybe a brutalist style, minimalistic, style. I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of rustic apartments in the past, so I thought I'd go for it and I'd build one myself, or better said, renovated myself. So this is what we are doing here. So the couch I used in the lounge area, I also really like. This is from one of the recent kits that The Sims 4 came out with, and that's the industrial loft kit, I think. I don't really use that kit as much because I don't really like the items in it. But this couch and I think the wardrobe that comes in it are definitely my favorite items from that kit. So those ones I use a lot. And as usual, I'm trying to clutter up the place as much as I can to make it look lived in and cozy. And I think the woods, like the wooden atmosphere and the colors already make it look cozy. And I'm trying to use items from different packs also in order not to be repetitive, because I always go back to the items that I use all the time. For example, the lights, like the fairy lights that I use on the windows in the living area, those ones I use them here also. But as far as the clutter goes, I try to pick some items that I haven't used as much in the past. Now I think overall this apartment came out a little dark, probably because I have used darker shades of wood on the walls, and I probably could have used something lighter. So looking back at it, I probably would change the wallpaper, but I think it came out really nice anyways. I put in a fireplace. I know you don't use fireplaces in apartments usually because obviously you don't, but I just wanted to put one in because it would have given the apartment a nice rustic look. I mean, how could we have a rustic apartment or a house without a fireplace? So I had to put it in, and we are going to pretend that one is a fake one, a faux fireplace. I mean, they really do some nice faux fireplaces nowadays, so it wouldn't be that hard to find one to put in an apartment. Also, my parents, they live in an apartment and they want to put in a fireplace. They are going to renovate it, and my mom really wanted a nice rustic brick, like light brick fireplace, and obviously they're going to buy one that is fake. But my mom found one that really looked realistic, so they are doing a really good job on making some nice faux fireplaces. I also want to increase the use of platforms and split level rooms because I think they're so cool. We have wanted them in game for such a long time, and now that we have them, I barely even use them. I think I'm just not good at it. I have to practice using platforms because I don't know, the ideas that come up to my mind are really simple. Like in this case, I'm doing a split level bedroom where I just put the bed on a higher level and like the office part on the lower level, which is really simple. But I have seen a lot of people making so many cool things with the platforms. I want to learn how to use them, and I really wish I had those brilliant ideas that the others have. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna push myself into something new, and maybe one day I'll do something really cool with the platforms also. Now, I wanted to do something different with the bed because, again, we have a lot of beds in game, but we don't have a lot of beds that I personally like. So I always go back to those 2 or 3 beds that I like the most, and I use them in all of the builds, and I'm tired of them. And I also don't really want to use custom content because it's just harder to download. I do use some custom content when I play in my own time, like off camera, and when I don't do builds that I upload on gallery, because I really like it. It adds a lot to the game in terms of gameplay and in terms of items as well. But yeah, I just don't really like uploading builds on gallery if they have custom content, and because you have to change them up, usually you have to fill up the spaces with other items, you know, so yeah, that's that. So going back to the bed, I wanted to do something different with it because it's the usual bed that I always use, and I was looking, I was scrolling through debug items to see if I can find something something that I can decorate the bed with, and I found those wooden panels, and I think they look really nice. Again, they add some rusticness to the bed, I guess, and yeah, they look really nice, and they give that particular bed a different look, so I'm really happy about that. So this build in particular doesn't have a lot of skill building items. I just put one, I think there's only one. Yeah, it's the meditation table. What? Meditation table? No, it's the meditation chair, like a poof, so your Sims can build their meditation skill. There's nothing more. Yeah, I just put that one because I was mostly concentrated on the aesthetics of the build, you know, like I wanted to make it look good. As opposed to actually be functional. Well, it is functional, everything works, everything is fine, your Sims have everything they need, but they don't have a lot of skill building items. Maybe next time I'm gonna build something that will be really nice to play in also. I mean, I don't think it's not gonna be a good apartment to play in, but it just doesn't have many items. But I mean, if you want to build some of your Sim skills, you can add them like later. If you will ever want to download it, you can add them later. So that will be fine. I use a lot of plants from the plant kit that they recently released. I already talked a lot about them in the previous video that came out on my channel, which was the Bohemian apartment renovation. In that apartment, I put and used a lot of plants, including the plant kit, and I really like them. I'm really into the fact that with each shade, with each swatch of the plant, the leaves change color, so you have a lot of variety in terms of plants and colors. I really like that. So yeah, I tried to use quite a bit of them in this build also, because plants are one of the main things that make the build look nice, cozy, and lived in, and it gives a little pop of color also. I really love using plants in builds, and I really wish I had more plants in my apartment. I have how many? 1, 2, 3 plants that are still alive and 2 that are dead. They're still here because I have to throw them out, but I don't really have a green thumb. I don't really know how to take care of plants properly, so usually they die. So that's the reason I don't buy many, but I really wish I had more beautiful, bigger plants also that I could take care of, because it would be a pity if I buy like a beautiful plant and then it died. I do have one big plant actually. It's called, what is it called? The plant of joy, I think. At least in Italian it's called like that, and it's still alive. I bought it, I think, a couple of months ago. What a couple of months. I bought it last summer, so it's almost a year that I have it, and it's still alive, so I'm really proud of that. So yeah, the last room we're decorating is the bathroom, where there's not much I can say about it because, well, the bathroom I think is... Well, the bathroom, in my opinion, is one of the most boring things and places to decorate and to watch probably, because it's always the usual. You have to put like the appliances in. Well, maybe the style of each bathroom is obviously different, but I use the usual wooden floor, wooden and stone walls, wooden furniture, and that mirror from Jungle Adventure I love. I recently discovered it because I never used to use it, and now I use it in every build because I really like it. It's big, it's beautiful, it has a beautiful wooden frame, so I'm in love with it. Using it all the time. Okay guys, so really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna leave you to the show off of the build. If you like this video, please press the like button down below. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Dag dag!